All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. All right. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Chef Mustache, and this is the Country Confectionist. And today we are going to be making a spicy chocolate. It's my Meemaw's recipe from 100 years ago. I held on to it all this time, and I can't wait to show you how this works. So if we can get a close-up over here, I'm going to show you what we got going on. All right, now. Over here we got some special chocolate. This is Meemaw's special chocolate recipe. You can see it's special. Look at them chunks and flakes right there. This is perfect chocolate. Got that going on. We also got our special spicy resin. It's very thick. We might have to heat that up, kind of thin it out so I can add it to our chocolate right there. And then we've got two types of spicy powder here. We've got 7-pot yellow brain strain and a 7-pot chocolate bubble gum, which I think will go fine with the chocolate. We've also got our special mold right here. And we've got a little syringe here to add our resin. And then as well, we got some other stuff going on, but I'll get to that later. So what we're gonna do right now is we already got the water heated up. We're gonna add our chocolate on there. And we'll get this thing melting down. So we're gonna add as much chocolate as we can fit. Right in this thing right here. Just like that. Might be a little full. We need plenty of chocolate though, because these molds right here, they're pretty big. So it's gonna take a lot of chocolate to fill these. Now while I got that going on, I'm also gonna come over here. I'm gonna set our resin right in there and let that start to warm up. We're gonna let that thin out because right now it is thicker than molasses, so that ain't gonna work. We're not gonna be able to squirt that in here and blend it in. So we got our chocolate going, our resin going, our powder's going. So while that's going on, why don't we have a quick commercial break, and I'll come right back to you guys once that's over. And you guys hang on tight. I'll be right back.
Dude, Francis, how many times do I have to tell you to clean out the drain after you take a shower? Look at this. Hey Francis, what did I tell you about being on my computer? Oh my God, what are you watching? Maybe I can get him. Let's see what he does first. All right, I'll call you. I'm all in. I won again! Oh, nice crash! New episodes of Francis and Friends Saturday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Channel 5. And don't forget to check out the new spin-off, Francis and Son, the tale of a father and a son in the ethereal plane.
Oh, welcome back, y'all. Okay, so it looks like our chocolate is almost melted. We're looking pretty good here. Getting pretty thin, so to speak. And while y'all were gone watching that there commercial, I blended up some grandma's secret spices. I'm about to show you what those are. So if we can get a close up of this chocolate, we're gonna take a look at what we got going on here. All right, so this is looking nice and smooth, nice and creamy. Just about ready to add our powder. So while we were gone, I took the liberty of blending up this powder over here. So this is Grandma's secret recipe, which is 7-pot chocolate bubble gums and 7-pot yellow brain strains. Can you believe Grandma grew these 100 years ago? I didn't even think these things existed. Well, this is her secret concoction of making spicy chocolate right here. And then it looks like over here in the light where we can see everything, we have our extract is looking nice and thin. We should be able to pump that into our little syringe and put it into our chocolate. So let's go ahead and add some powder to this and see what happens, huh? So I'm going to take this out, set it on our little guy right here. Okay. We're going to try to add in a little bit of powder here. All right. We'll mix that in. Now I blended up about a half a teaspoon. That's getting thick. I'm sorry, half an ounce of each. Now it's going right in. Look at that. Looking good. Perfect. I think we can get away with a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Right there. Hopefully that mixes in. Alright, we'll mix that right in. Ooh, that's thickening up. Alright, you know what though? It's going right in. It's getting real thick though, so. But if we pour this in and get it to set, that's all that counts. Alright now. Mind my dog, he's backstage, he's a little hungry. Gonna feed him right after this. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna step over here to the thing over here. I'm gonna take a taste test of this here. Got a little bit of chocolate here. That is very spicy. Just like Grandma used to make. Golly, that is some hot chocolate. Woo! All right, I think we're about ready. Pour some into these molds right now. And then we're gonna add our extract in. So let's go ahead. Get everything set up real quick. Just mix this up a little more. All right, let's get a close up over here of these molds real quick. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do is fill about each one halfway, and then add some of that extract on top. So we're gonna do a little bit in there, a little bit chunky, but nobody's gonna complain. Add a little bit in there. Really struggling. This is actually pretty hot. A little bit in there. Cletus, quit your yapping. A little bit in there. A little bit in there. And a little bit in there. Okay. Alright, so I think it's about time. Put this back in the pot here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead. Hang on, stay with it. I'm going to go ahead and flatten this out a little bit. Like that. And then that one's actually pretty damn full right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take some of this. And we're going to add some of this right here. Let's see if we can get this to suck it up. Right in there, yep. Alright, so we're going to put a couple drops like that. I'm going to take some more right here. Now, hopefully this doesn't interfere with the chocolate. I don't think it will, since we're only adding a little bit each guy right here. Got a little more right here. Okay. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. We'll draw that into there. And we got one more. Now this should really kick it up a notch. This is some pretty pure extract I got going on. So I'm gonna take that, put that there. Let me grab one more thing, just hang on. We're gonna go ahead and stir that in. Like that. Nice swirls going through this thing. We don't want any concentrated pieces because we're not trying to kill nobody. Oh, my apron just came undone. I'll have to fix that in a second. Right, mix that in. Just swirl it in there. Alright. And then to conceal it all, we're going to add a little more chocolate on top. And then we'll be ready to let this go and set. So let's get to the chocolate real quick. Right here. And we're going to add, whoops, don't let water get in there. I'm going to add a little more chocolate on top. A little more right here. A little more right there. Put some in here. Dang God, Cletus. Papa's trying to make some chocolate here. Poor dog, he don't know where he is half the time anyway. All right, so we get that in there. I'm gonna take my little stick, kind of smooth this over. Settle. All right, right there. I'm gonna add a little bit, one more of these. Get that all mixed up right there. That one was looking pretty good. And I'm gonna add a little bit more to this one right here, but that's about it. Get that right in there, like so. Should be good. All right, I'm gonna move that in. Okay, this one's got a little extract showing. Mix that in. Want to hide our trap right there. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead. My apron done come off. I'm gonna go ahead. Set this in the freezer to set, or not the freezer, the fridge to set. And then after a little short commercial break, we'll be right back. And I'll show you the finished product and how to store it. And then we'll be letting some friends try this. It's gonna be fun. All right, let me get this in the fridge. I'll be right back with you.
Hey, I'm Pickleangelo. Come on out to Pickleangelo's Used Car Emporium. I recently died, but I got my life insurance money and I put all that stuff into a used car sales floor. If you want a 400,000 mile Toyota Corolla for only $13,000, get on down here. When life gives you lemons, trade it in for a pickle.
Welcome back, y'all, from that commercial break. I just got done pulling those chocolates right out of the fridge. They're all solid now, and they look delicious. Not only that, they're going to be hot, man. If you looked at one of these, you'd be like, it's just chocolate, but bet your britches that would melt your face off if you ate one. So why don't you take a look over here. I'll show you what they look like real quick. And look at these beautiful chocolates. All solid and beautiful looking, ready to be consumed. Super hot, very hot chocolates. And keep in mind, when you're doing this, be patient. Wait about 20 minutes before you pull them out of the fridge, because if you don't wait, you can get a tear out like that. Now, that's really not going to affect this much. You know, it's still going to be hot and tasty, but aesthetically speaking, it's not as attractive as the others. So keep in mind, wait your time, pull the chocolate out after about 20-25 minutes. And yeah, you can make these at home with any kind of powder you have. You don't necessarily need extract, but I'm making these as a challenge for some friends of mine. So I went all in. I gotta beat these guys. I gotta show them who the mustache is, man. So we made them just like this. And I'm really excited. So yeah, whew, these are going to be nice, beautiful chocolates. Now, we're having an issue right now with our vacuum sealer. But if you were to ship one of these or store it, I'd recommend either foil wrapping it or using a vacuum sealer. Simply put it in the sleeve, suck the air out, and seal that bad boy, and it'll be good to go for a long time. So yeah, that's what we got going on. Look at them beautiful chocolates. So exciting. Well, everybody, I hope you learned something today. I hope you enjoyed my confectionism, my country confectionism here. Hope my old boy Cletus didn't annoy you too much with his barking. I'm going to go backstage, give him a little bit of food, take him for a walk. And y'all, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, my audience.
Yeah.
Yep, I love you. All right, calm down, everybody. All right, okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Y'all have a great day. Have a great night. Whatever time it is, have a great one.